Before this video starts, I want to give a big shout out to SandMeg30 and Starscream25. The Marvelous One has his Shazam back. Thank you. These custom videos are always tough because I feel like I should be reviewing this or giving my opinion on it, but it's my creation. Like, how could I not be biased? It's not perfect by any means. This is my animated Rodimus Prime custom. It's obviously the ratchet mold that I did for my 250 subs giveaway. If you guys like giveaways, I like painting this stuff up. This one took a little while because I was a little busy, but I like painting this stuff up and giving it away. It's more fun than selling it. You know, like what would I get for this bot? 10 bucks? Yeah. I'm not worried about that. I'd rather give them away to friends and subscribers and all you guys. I guess I should spend a moment just pointing out some of the changes I made. He obviously has some wings here and some exhaust. That's kind of necessary hot rod stuff. I put some orange headlights on top. There's an engine there. He is filled out a little bit. If you know this mold at all, it's the ratchet mold from Animated, the Cybertron ratchet mold, and it does have, you know, kind of a hollow front end. And I think that where I put my weapon storage really helps that out. Really fills out that bottom end. I've also just done a little addition here. These are obviously original, just a little bit extra paint. But I've put storage for an Allspark fragment. If you guys have watched season 3 of Transformers Animated, you'll know that Optimus went home with a piece of the Allspark fragment stored in his chest, kind of thing. And I thought, what if Rodimus got a little piece of that, or Hot Rod at the time, or Rodimus Minor? Yeah, that's right. What if he got a piece of that? Maybe he would turn into Space Winnebago. That's what this is. Does he scale up? You tell me. Here he is with Optimus, Wreck-Gar, and Grimlock. I won't bore you folks with the transformation, but I will point out the differences. You have to unplug his weapon, which is a saw blade. You have to take out the Allspark. And you have to flip his wings around. If you're wondering, I did use a little more inspiration from the G1 look than I did from the animated look. I did use the orange horns, and I did use the sharper looking flame deco, but for the most part I used, you know, a brighter yellow, the maroon and red, the orange thighs, a lot of things, the black calves. I followed the G1 look, which this Takara MP09 really followed. You can still see the engine. You got the exhaust here. You can flip them down and kind of make it look like he's using them as a firing weapon if you want to. You know, the wings can move around. I would say, just as a warning, Rodney, this is probably the most delicate part. These wings had a peg at the end that I fashioned, but I had to glue like a mushroom peg at the end of it, and there's not enough meat in these wings to put a pin in, so just be gentle with these, no yanking on it. Otherwise, he's terribly solid. His face sculpt, I mean, it is from the Ratchet sculpt, but I did change the head wings. I changed the curvature above the eyes. I changed the sides of the head. I changed the chin. Everything, just to make him look like a more mature Rodimus Prime. I did keep his face and neck in that off-white gray color. as well as the shoulders and hands. So I think he looks great. What other change did I make? Oh, I guess the important one, the Allspark one. He has an Allspark under his chest panel. You would simply pull out his chest panel here, and you have that Allspark fragment that can fit on his chest. It simply pegs in there. I'm gonna just try to pull that out just for the heck of it. But yeah, removable Allspark. You can slap that in there if you need to. But that is him. I'll do a run around. He still has these paddles, which I think look like great boosters in alt mode. You can still slap them on his hands. That is no different than the original mold. So no difference there. And I guess the last part was the weapon that I pulled out is his saw blade weapon. A lot of these characters in the animated line had melee weapons, especially the Autobots. You know, a lot of the Decepticons had cannons. I figured, why the heck not continue that style? I think Bumblebee was the main guy that I remember that broke it by not having a melee, but you got this little weapon here. You simply peg that into his hand. I like to actually peg it into the bottom of whatever hand you want to peg it into, just to put it in the bottom, because when you turn it sideways you don't see his fingertips and stuff like that. So you've got your Rodimus with a blade weapon, which I think is pretty fitting. Here's a quick robot mode comparison. That Ultra Magnus is huge. It's so awesome. Probably the biggest bot in the line. I'll say it again, this is tough to do. It's tough to make a video on something that you worked on. It was a ton of fun to work on. But honestly, I just hope all you guys like it. Especially hope Hot Rodney Prime likes it. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you soon.
The Transformers will return after these messages.
He's a noisy roller.